Okay, so I've never done like a setup like this. I'm like, the camera's here and then, I don't know if you can see. The camera's there and then it's in the mirror facing me. But I'm getting ready to go to work. I have like a night shift tonight and I decided to do like a little chat ready thing. I like cleaned all my makeup brushes last night, so they're so, like, these are just my brushes. My favorite brushes right now. I just have them all clean, and then I have a couple of things that I'm going to be working out of like my makeup bag. I'm trying to wear like not like less makeup, but not like full glam, because in this town of Campbell River, it's not that popular to wear lots of makeup, so I'm just priming my face with my Hangover X primer. This is one of my favorite primers of all time. I like it with the Born This Way foundation. I think that it pairs really well together. But today, since I have like a tan from Mexico, I'm gonna be using a different foundation that I haven't used in like a freaking long time, and I don't even know if I'm gonna like it. But it's the Double Wear foundation from Estee Lauder. I'm just gonna be using my Morphe brushes sponge. I actually like this one. I got that at IMATS this year and I freaking like it a lot. But I was like going through, like cleaning up my room yesterday, and I kind of discovered this one again. I'm just gonna try it out. I don't really know. But it is like a matte long wear full coverage foundation, so that's why I make sure to use like a really hydrating primer before I'm using it. I'm gonna start with a little bit and then like build it up and see if I like it. I always get makeup on my pants. But the color, I like the color of it, so that's basically why I picked it. And I know that like the wear is amazing, and it is like a storm outside, so I'm gonna be going outside, so hopefully it won't go anywhere. But I think the color is like perfect for what like my tan is right now. I was a little bit darker, but I'm kind of letting my tan fade slowly. But yeah, I like how it covers up. I haven't used this in a long time. I kind of forgot about it, but I'm excited to be using it again. Since I like don't work at Sephora anymore, I've been like going through all my like gratis, and I just have like loads and loads of makeup, and I'm just like, what am I gonna do with it? Because I have like all these foundations that I used to get when I worked there, and I'm like realizing how much stuff I have now, and it's kind of a bit insane. So I'm just trying to see what I like, what I don't like, and if I don't like it, I'm gonna like give it away to someone that like will use it, which is nice. And I have like this huge pimple here. I don't know if you guys see it. I don't know why. I always get them up here and like right here. Like not all the time, but like if I am gonna be getting one, I'll be getting it like right here. I don't know why it likes that area. But I'm start off with foundation. I'm growing my brows out right now, so they're a bit of a hard thing to like draw in, and I'm like frustrated about them. And I like dyed them black like a couple months ago, and now they're just fading out because I didn't dye it with like semi-permanent. I dyed it with like permanent hair dye, so it like stays for long, and they were so dark. But now that my hair is getting lighter, or I'm going lighter, I don't really know what to do with them, and I don't even know what color to fill them in with, so I'm like kind of just like winging it with it. But yeah, I kind of went with like a medium coverage of this foundation, so using like a little bit, not like a lot. The smell of it is super strong, so if you don't like smelly fragrances, then I wouldn't suggest that foundation. And then I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Lock-It concealer in M17. This is the darkest concealer that I have, so I'm just doing a little bit because I know it's going to be really light. Just underneath my eyes, just to brighten it just a tiny bit. So, how is everyone's new year going? Mine is pretty good. It's like, it's alright. I like being back home, and I just like it here in Campbell River. I don't know why I like it so much, but I love it here. I'm using the Makeup Forever what is this called? Micro Finish powder. So I just take a little bit on my powder brush, and then in the lid I just like to swirl it out so you can't really see that there's lots of product on there, and then just dot it underneath my eyes. This one here has like lots of flashbacks, so even though I'm not going to be in for flash photography today, I just like to make sure that there's only a tiny bit, because you really only need a little bit. Dusting that all over my face. Because the foundation's a matte foundation, I don't want to go too intense with like a translucent powder, just because I think it'd just be too heavy for me, personally. I have little fluffs. Every single time I clean my brushes, my brushes shed after on my face. I bought this Bite little set over the holidays. It comes with like a lip scrub, a lip mask, and then a lip balm. The lip scrub is like one of my favorites. But I'll tell you a little secret. You take a little bit. I apply it with my dry hands. And it's like, if you've ever felt this one, you're like, oh, it doesn't really like scrub like a normal sugar scrub does. But that's because you have to activate it with water. Finger wet, and you can see that it's like foamed up now. I don't know. It's very, very subtle. But then it gets all the dead skin off. Ugh. And you can just wipe your lips off. Or lick them if you want to. It tastes really good, so. Sometimes I'll do that. And then, like, I don't know if I've told you guys before, but this is like my favorite thing in the entire world. The lip mask, I use it as like an everyday lip balm anyways. And I have like a champagne color, but I personally like the clear one better. So I'm gonna be finishing up my face first, and I have the Cheek Parade palette from Benefit. It has like the Hoola and the Hoola Light, which I both use. And I'm gonna take my MAC 130 brush. This is the one that I use for my powder. And go on with the Hoola Light first, and I just dust that on my cheeks. Just have like a transition color. Because I am so tan, it doesn't show up like it used to, because that used to be like my bronzer color. I used to not be able to use the Hoola. And then I'm going to be using the MAC 109 brush in the Hoola. It's just a smaller one, and put that right where my contour is and blend it. I've been going a little bit more intense on my like contour, just because I prefer a little harsher contour. Because after this I'm going to go in with my Shade and Light palette, and I'm just going to dust a little bit on my forehead. I like having more shadows in my face, especially when I'm in the restaurant business. It's always dark, and I personally think that it looks good with exaggerated shadows. Your face looks super tiny. I'm taking the Hoola Light and the Hoola mixed together and just dusting that along my nose. I like having my nose to balance my face. So whenever I have a lot of cheek product on, I like to put a little bit on my nose, so then it looks more balanced and my nose just doesn't like disappear. Very subtle. I don't want to do too intense. If you guys normally watch my videos or like see me on Instagram, I'm like caked face, which I'm just trying to not do that as much. So I'm going with the gray color, gray shade, and creating a shadow. I go light with my brush because if you guys have tried this Shade and Light palette, it's pretty pigmented. You do not need a lot. So I have the MAC Paint Pot in Laying Low, and I'm using a MAC 217 brush to apply that. I take a little bit on and then apply it all over my lid. I like how it smooths out my eye, preps it for the color, and it also hides my like veins that I have in my eyes, because I have like hella veins that I despise. And since I've got a tan, it actually matches my face, so I'm like happy about it. Okay, so my eyebrows are done. I'm just gonna do a little bit of, oh, I don't have it in here. eyeshadow now. I have this eyeshadow palette right here, and then I also have the Jack on Hell palette. I got that, which have nice warm colors. But maybe I'll do something super like dramatic. I always like decide to like not do something dramatic, and then I'll like end up doing something dramatic. I don't know. I just love dramatic makeup. I'm gonna take this one here. This is Fawn by Anastasia. I'm just gonna put that in my crease. Whenever I have like super dramatic eyebrows on, I feel like I have to do dramatic eyeshadow. My friend Noah is coming over, so at some point at this time he's probably gonna walk in on us. I'm gonna take this one here and just put it in. Oh, it's my dog. I'm in love with like warm, like reddy colors right now. I used to be like super in love with them, and then I kind of got over it. But I'm gonna just like go crazy. So I'm just putting it in the outer corner and then blending it. And then I'm just gonna take a Sephora brush and put this color all over my lid. I think I'm gonna take a little bit of this one here. It's like a more reddy color, and pack it on the outer corner. I'm really darkening that outer corner with that red color. I'm gonna take my brush and just wipe off any fallout that might have got there. And then I'm gonna take this brush here, the Sephora, and I'm gonna just take the brown color and drag it underneath my eye. And then the red color. I haven't really tried this eyeshadow palette out a lot, but so far it's so good. So far so good. It's good. I just like the colors, and I like how everything is like, I could literally use this every single day. Like literally every single day. And not get bored of it. I'm just gonna take the red and extend it out. So, because I don't like rounded eyeshadow personally on myself. I just think that it looks a little odd. So I like extending everything always like really far out. And then see how you guys can see like that line there? I don't like that line, so I like to blend it really intensely out with a clean brush. But I'm going to take a little bit of highlighter. I have my all-time favorite one. This is the Becca Opal. I just think it's like the bomb. And just dusting that on the tops of my cheeks. And down my nose. Oh. I'm going to take a tinier brush and just do my cupid's bow and underneath the brow. I've been going back to my Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara. I used to use this a while ago, like a year ago, and then I have no idea why I stopped because it was a great mascara. I'm just going to do the top right now, and I make sure that I wobble it back and forth, wiggle, and get the most volume at the base. And then I work on the top tips of the lash. I'm filming, by the way.
Oh, I'm not laughing. I'm here for my hump day photo. I'm not kidding.
I know, but we can't even go outside and do it.
We can do it in front of the window. I'd look cute, just like casual. Do you want to be in it?
Sure. What?
Are you filming?
I am. Do you want to say hi?
Hello. Your outlet is typing.
This is the and makeup. And now we're gonna go take an Instagram pic.
Hump day.
What's your idea?
Hump day.
Hump day. Bye.